Yo, party people, it's Ashley of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. And today's episode is sponsored by my books. Y'all holla at me. Go ahead and get the books. How to Extra X, a guide towards getting past unhealthy relationships. I really blanked out on that one. And then I have the fiction novel Single Woman Chronicles and Atlanta Love Story. Kinda. If you dating in Atlanta, you already know what it is and you already know what it ain't. So I'll talk about it in the book in a fictional way. All right. So today I will be talking about my random thoughts on dating in 2022. I was supposed to prepare a list, but at the time of my recording, I'm going out of town in a few hours, so I have a bit of senioritis. So with that senioritis, I didn't prepare anything because I didn't feel like it. I'm ready to go. But I'm still going to give y'all a little bit of juice. All right, let's get into it. So, what even prompted this idea? I just keep hearing people talk about their opinions on dating, so I just felt I'm going to just talk about mine if y'all wanted it or not. So I just felt like it was a good episode to talk about. So here we go. First and foremost, I like to start with the Keisha Cole and Antonio Brown, Mr. Brown, because I don't know that baby name. The situation, if you don't know, basically, I really don't know the full story either because I don't follow celeb gossip like I used to. But from what I've seen, they met, they fell for one another. Well, she fell for him. I don't know the extent of their relationship, but I do know that right now they're having a falling out. And I think she got his name tatted on her back, like his initials. But anyway, he's blasting her. He's talking about don't nobody want you, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And my heart just goes out to her because no one should be treated like that. Because you don't want her now, quote unquote, but you wanted her at one point. Because let me tell you something. A woman, if she's acting like that, you most likely sold her a dream. And even if you didn't sell her a dream and y'all were just dating, at some point y'all had a happy time, which made her want to continue with you. Just because you guys are broken up doesn't mean that disrespect has to enter. Like for me, when I get mad if a guy does something stupid, like I'm not about to come on here and blast him, put his name out there, talk my business. Like to my friends, I may say something like, oh yeah, he a dog, he this, he that. Like I'm not really feeling it, but I'm not about to go on my platform and publicly embarrass someone. Like that's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But what I wanted to talk about in addressing the Keisha Cole and Mr. Brown, because I don't know that baby name situation, is we have to judge character and not judge by what we want these people to be in our lives. I don't care how much you like a man. Y'all don't know how many times I have judged a man off of what I wanted him to be to me and how he was being nice to me in that moment, ignoring all his character flaws. Isn't this Mr. Brown person the same person that walked off the field in football or something like that? Like, certain things in your character, certain behaviors tells me that you may not be treating me like this right now, but you're capable of it. What are you... Ask yourself that. Like, when you're dating someone, ask yourself, like, what are they truly capable of? Like, I know they're not treating me like this, but I done seen them cuss their friend out. I done seen them cuss their mama out. They told me they used to hit their baby mama. They told me all these things, but they're nice to me. For now, you gotta, like, now, I'm not even trying to call nobody out, but seriously, for real, we gotta call a spade a freaking spade. Because if you think about it, like, how I treat people in my romantic relationships, because I'm the same across the board, is the same way I treat the person walking down the street, the stranger, the waiter. Like, I'm a courteous person. I'm a kind person. So it's like that overall. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to fake the funk. Like, I enter a relationship or a dating phase, of course I'm going to show up as my best self, but it's not going to be a different self. It's still going to be me. It's just going to be me with makeup. Me wearing heels more. Me telling you, yeah, I'll watch the game with you, although I hate watching sports. Like, that's it. But I'm not going to show up being super nice to you, but I'm mean to this other person. Or I'm not going to show up telling you, oh, I go to church every Sunday and I lead a Bible study and I actually don't, just to fool you and manipulate you. No, my character is still me. It's still who I am. Like, I think we have to really pay attention. I know we need to start paying attention to real life patterns, not just romantic patterns. Ladies, I'm telling you, I'm talking to the ladies because this blog is called Single Woman Chronicles. Don't come in my messages with the nonsense. Go to somebody else. It's a lot of male podcasts you can follow, but this ain't the one. But back to what I was saying. Ladies, we gotta stop paying attention to romantic patterns and pay attention to human patterns when you are dating. When you are dating, stop just paying attention to how he treats you and what he's telling you and how he feels about you. Pay attention to his full surroundings. How good is his relationship with his family? Is he cool with his mother? Is he cool with his father? How does he treat his ex? When y'all bring up his ex, is he calling her out her name? Is he saying that she this, that, and the other, calling her everything but a child of God? Like, when y'all go out, is he nice to people? Does he have compassion? You got to pay attention to that stuff because that is who he is. He's only nice to you right now because he wants you right now. He cool with you right now. He's trying to get you right now. Or he's trying to get something from you right now. So please start paying attention to that. That's how a lot of people get played and get run over. And I'm on a tangent because I just was so hurt by like that guy, Mr. Brown, doing all that to Keisha like that. And what I want to say to Keisha, baby, do you realize who you are? You are Miss Keisha Cole. Like, you are valuable. You are a celebrity. Your name ring bells, baby. You was in a versus. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are aging gracefully. You are amazing. Step in that power. Stop trying to prove it. Stop trying to I don't know. I gotta stop saying it because I don't know this woman. I don't know Miss Keisha Cole, but I just get passionate when I see women go out like this. Because I'm like, do you realize who you are? Do you see yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you see how beautiful you are? When you look in the mirror, do you look at yourself like, girl, I'm that chick. Like today, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, I am that chick. Baby, I am that chick. That's how you gotta walk around. I'm looking at myself on this camera right now like, baby, I am that chick. You see these braids? Girl, you cute. You see them eyebrows? Girl, you cute. You see them earrings? Girl, you cute. That's how you gotta show up. Like, you have to, because the world ain't gonna tell you that all the time. But you gotta know. So when the world don't tell you that, you show up like that. Either way, ain't nobody gotta tell me I'm cute. Ain't nobody gotta tell me I'm smart. Ain't nobody gotta tell me I'm amazing. Ain't nobody gotta tell me I'm great and I'm a great catch. I tell myself that. And that's how it starts. Like, come on, people. Come on. I don't know how I got on this tangent, but we got to talk about it. Like, I'm lit probably because I'm going out of town, but y'all need to hear these words. But anyway, my opinion on dating in 2022. So first, I want to start off by saying this. I keep hearing mixed reviews, mostly one side, but mixed reviews about dating in Atlanta. Most say that it's difficult. I live here. I would say so. But not really, because it depends on what you are looking for. Your dating experience depends on what your goal in dating is. Is your goal to get married, settle down in a monogamous relationship? Because you got to define monogamous these days, because a relationship ain't just monogamy no more. You could be polygamous, you could be open. It's a lot of different things. So if you want to settle down in a monogamous relationship, you're probably going to find it's going to be a little difficult for you. Now, if your goal is to be a city girl and go get flued out, whatever, depending on how you look and the aesthetic that the men who are doing the fluing out, it's probably a little bit easier for you. If you just want to go out, have fun, have a good time, just enjoy life, it'll be a little bit easier for you. If you want some polyamorous, from my short experience on the Ashy Facebook dating, it'll be a little easy for you. But it depends on that. It also depends on your history in dating. Because I found that when you've been disappointed a lot, your thought process turns into expecting to be disappointed even more, which makes it harder for your dating, right? But when you are used to getting out of one relationship, going into another one, your thought process is, I'm going to get me somebody quick. So guess what you do? You go and you get you somebody quick. Now, I'm not saying either is bad or good, but I'm just saying it all is about your reality, your goals, right? So in my mind, dating, your experience is just about what you want. Now, for me, dating in Atlanta is tough because I want a monogamous marriage with one person. And the culture of Atlanta is not that. The culture of Atlanta is let's flex, let's pay for a vagina, let's play games, let's have fun. The culture is not settle down, get a wife. A lot of these men feel like they can get better because there's so many beautiful women here. So it's a little bit harder. So women, we have to stop internalizing when a guy doesn't want to settle down with you. Many times it has nothing to do with you as a person. You are a wonderful woman. But if that is not his goal, that is just not his goal right now. And stop trying to force somebody to want what you want. I was just talking to my homegirl about this. I was telling her a lot of the times we call rejection something that it is not. We will call rejection when we want a guy to be monogamous, but he doesn't want that. He wants to be casual. So if we find that out and we decide to exit stage left, we will feel like that's rejection. But in reality, it's not rejection. He just didn't want what you wanted. Y'all are just not equally yoked in this moment. The time is just bad. But because we didn't get what we wanted, we will internalize it as rejection when that is a false narrative. That's not rejection. That's just not the person for you. I say that because when we get rejected so many times, a lot of people have the tendency to look inward and blame themselves for being single and not being married and have this woe is me persona, but that's not the truth. You have to look at dating like, first of all, your dating experience should be fun. You shouldn't be going into it with so much expectation. You should loosely date. Like, you should be loosely attached to everyone until attachment is necessary, because you don't know these people yet. And I know it's really hard when you really want something really bad, because trust me, I have been there. You really want a relationship, you really want marriage, but you can't lead in it with such heavy attachment that's so tight, because you're going to keep getting your feelings hurt. You're going to keep having to heal. And it's going to, even if you're doing the work, you're going to have to keep doing more work, because you're putting yourself in predicaments that don't necessarily have to happen. Meaning that you're attaching to every single person that you meet when that's not necessary. It's not necessary. Go out here, have fun. I was telling my homegirl, like, me, when I would date and a dude would disappoint me, I'd be upset for a whole week. Now, when I date and a dude disappoint me, I'd be upset for maybe a day and I move on, because it's just is what it is. I'm not talking about when I actually am seriously dating someone who could potentially be somebody. I'm talking about when you out every day, like going out on dates, it's a failed talking stage. I'm not about to be in a rut for a long period of time because I'm not going to loosely attach myself to something like that because I'm still getting to know that person. So until I can fully trust you, like fully trust you, and I realized this the other day, y'all. I can really like you, but I could still not trust you. And let me tell you how I came to this conclusion. I was thinking about something and I was like, having this conversation. As y'all know, I've been celibate for 5 years. And at moments, I think about what if I have sex with this person? I go through this full process because I need to get to the end of that so that I can realize why I'm not going to have sex with this person. You feel me? Follow me, track with me real quick. So I start talking to myself. I'm like, so if you have sex with this person, are you sure that after y'all have sex that they won't exit stage left or y'all relationship won't change? And I said, self, no, I am not sure. And I said, self, why? And I said, because you don't trust that person. You really like them. And if something happened and you slipped up and had sex with them, I'm sure you would enjoy it because you really like them. But at the same time, you will feel bad. You will feel anxiety because you don't trust them. So for that reason, that's why you're not going to have sex with them. you see what I mean? Because I think too many times we lead with light, but we don't think about the other stuff. Like, can I trust you? Do I feel like you're loyal? Do I know that your character is good enough not to do X, Y, and Z? So, yeah. So, back to what I think about dating. I keep rambling, but I think I'm saying some good stuff here. But I think right now we're just in a very tough time and it's a lot of tension in dating right now because it's just a shift happening. I don't really know exactly what the shift is, but the traditional I want monogamy is not the majority anymore. That's the issue right now. It still exists. It's just not the majority because we have a lot of open relationships. We have a lot of polygamy going on. We have a lot of people who don't even want to get married ever in their life, who don't want to be tied down. So it's just not the majority. So it'll make people feel like what they want doesn't exist, but that's not the truth. They do want someone. It is people still out here who want monogamy, but you just have to sift through more because traditionally those things, those old ways of doing things are not the same. So just like married people tell us to stay out their married business because we not married and we don't get it, I want married people to stay out our single business because y'all not single and y'all don't get it. If you've been in a relationship for 5+ years and you ain't been in a relationship since the booming of TikTok, the booming of the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, the booming of Instagram, all that, you can't tell me nothing because you don't get it. It's not the same. If you were single and today, you couldn't use the same tactics that you had back in the day to get a relationship. So anybody judging someone single just because they're married and in a relationship and been in the same time, been in a long time, go have several seats because you don't know this life. It really frustrates me, y'all. Like, it grinds my gears that so many married people and people in the relationships have so much opinion towards people who single, talking about, oh, if y'all would just do this, then y'all will end up in a relationship. You don't know this life because first, it has shifted. Again, the majority of people don't want monogamy no more. Second, all the options, all the access, all the social media, the flow of dating ain't even the same. 3, folks' mindsets are different. It is different, honey. So we're constantly having to adjust because of the norms of society. We just trying to roll with the punches. We just trying to survive out here. So mind y'all business, like y'all tell single folks to mind their business instead of your married business. Stay out of single folks' business. I just had to say that because it really makes me upset. It really teased me off. It like really makes me upset. But the main thing I want to get across is I feel like you can get what you want, but just be honest with yourself first. There was a time when I was lying to myself about what I really wanted in dating. I was telling myself I wanted a boyfriend, but truth be told, I want a husband. And I was lying to myself because it seemed easier to have a goal of a boyfriend than a husband, because deep down I had kind of lost hope that a husband would come. So I started to just be like, you know what? I don't even want that. I just want a boyfriend, whatever, whatever, somebody who will be here or whatever, but I'm not thinking about a future with them. So it caused me to date men that I would never marry. Makes no sense. But it's like a boyfriend for me is just someone who takes up space, who is around when I'm bored, who I can go out with and have cute dates with. But a husband, that's a little bit harder to sift through because I'm thinking about a future with you, being with you forever, raising a family with you, having kids with you, procreating with you, marrying finances with you. That's a lot. So when I was lying to myself, I kept bumping my head in dating because I was dating these guys who I would never marry. And God had to thump me in my head and be like, girl, the reason you're unhappy even when you find someone who is like cool and likable is because you're lying to yourself. You don't want a boyfriend. You want a husband. Act like that. So I had to take a step back and be honest with myself and start dating like what I wanted. So it made, now honestly, dating for me is more fun because I'm pursuing what I actually want. So when I meet people or go out on dates, in the first date, honestly, typically I know, like, could this person possibly be someone in the future? I know yes or no during the first date most of the time. And I'm not as attached to it. It's just like I can throw it out and be like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I can't marry him, but it was a good date. You see what I mean? So be honest with yourself about what you want so that when you go into the dating atmosphere, you can be honest with them too. And your experience can be easier because you can wipe out a lot of people really quick rather than attaching yourself to these people and keep getting hurt over and over and over again. Like, you don't have to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. Just be honest with yourself and understand that there's nothing wrong with you. Too many people are again doing this woe is me. Bro, the culture has just changed. People are getting married later, people are getting divorced more, people are out here staying single forever. That don't mean nothing wrong with you just because you still past 30 single, past 35 single, past 40 single. My mom got married at 50 for the first time. Like, that don't mean nothing. Stop internalizing that junk. Stop allowing society to tell you what's like all of this stuff. Bruh, no, half of them don't even, they not even happy. They with the wrong person. They not even compatible. They don't even sleep. They sleep in the same bed, but they couldn't be, they worlds apart mentally, emotionally. And like, come on, man. So just understand that it's just society has changed. Like, and it's okay. It is so okay. It is just okay. But the main thing is, and women, again, going back to Keisha, show up knowing that who you are, where you are is enough. Stop this prove it thing. Stop that. Stop thinking you got to prove that you're a good catch for a guy to want you. No. Stop that pick me energy. I'm saying this because I used to be that girl. I used to be that girl going into the relationship 100 miles an hour, feeling like I got to do this and I got to tell him that and I got to buy a birthday gift the first week we started talking. Like, all of this thing, thinking I had to prove it because society is telling me it's so many women, so you got to compete and blah, blah, blah. No. If when you walk in a room and he talks to you, he's not interested, then he's just not interested. You shouldn't have to jump through hoops, rings of fire, do backflips into splits in order to earn this man's affection. No. No. Now, when he starts to like you, if you guys start dating, effort is necessary, but I'm talking about proving. There's a difference between effort versus trying to prove something to someone. Effort is just showing up when they show up. Trying to prove it is overextending yourself. Stop trying to prove it. You shouldn't even want a relationship where you're trying to prove yourself that you're good enough to somebody. No, if you don't see that, baby, I don't want you. Like, not everybody got good taste. And that's okay. I don't need that. So I just, and that goes for men and women. Like, if you gotta prove it, if you feel like as a man she won't date you if you making six figures, driving this, if you not making six figures, not driving this car, not living in this place, don't, well, date somebody else. It's plenty of women out here. It's plenty of great women out here. Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all get, and men, I don't really like speaking to them because that ain't my audience. But I'm just tired of them boxing us in and making us pay for the things that Shaniqua them did. I'm sorry for any woman named Shaniqua. I'm sorry. That's just the first name that came to my mind. But just gotta stop boxing us in for when they got hurt and blaming all women all over the world for it. We ain't do nothing. I don't even know you. Like, I'm not her. Stop categorizing all of us as the same because we not. So yeah, that is my time. Again, I got senioritis. But I think I gave y'all some good gems, good gems. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. Share this with somebody because I feel like somebody need to hear this. Y'all, they need to hear this podcast. Y'all need to hear this because I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Well, all right, y'all. Till next time. Bye.